your father feeling today?
They walked into the federal courthouse in Manhattan, hand in hand.
She alleges Diddy's son, King, became obsessed with her while she worked as a stewardess. She claims the yacht job had been advertised as family-friendly.
The last hearing before Sean Combs' trial starts, when he walked into federal court today, he appeared to be looking for his family.
Diddy's 85-year-old mom, Janice Combs, arrived separately.
He goes on to claim that while working, King pressured her to take a shot, which she suspected was spiked. She then alleges that King cornered her and tried to force her to give him but she fought him off.
Imagine turning on the news and seeing Sean Diddy Combs at the center of a sensational courtroom showdown involving his own family. The bad boy mogul's high-stakes sex trafficking trial has just exploded with new twists, from lurid memoir rumors to bombshell witness claims. Diddy's children have publicly denounced the latest allegations, calling them simply untrue. Yet an unexpected key witness says he's seen evidence so shocking it could bring down the empire.
Much been at all of the hearings that I've been to, but there was no presence of his sons or his mother or his sister who had previously been at those hearings.
Family affair inside the courtroom. Diddy entered the court wearing a white shirt and a casual crew neck sweater.
You are enjoying the fruits of your labor, and part of the fruits of your labor that your little sprout is enjoying is off the ban as well.
So here's what came out of today's hearing. Number one, the government acknowledged that they offered Combs a plea deal. Combs acknowledged he has no interest in taking that. They're going to move forward with the trial.
He faced his mom and his kids and placed his hand on his heart, made a symbol of the heart with his fingers, and blew them a kiss.
Will these developments finally push the music icon to the edge? The trial kicked off in spring 2025 after Diddy was arrested on a 3-count federal indictment in September 2024. Prosecutors allege he ran a decades-long racket, coercing women into drug-fueled group sex performances and secretly recording them without consent. Diddy has pleaded not guilty to all charges and remains detained in a federal lockup. Jury selection wrapped up in early May, and the trial, expected to last 2 months, will feature explosive testimony. Notably, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, is set to be a star witness for the prosecution. Her lawyers are preparing for attacks on her credibility, but the judge has signaled skepticism toward the defense's tactics. Outside the Manhattan courthouse, it's a media circus, with cameras capturing every dramatic moment. Enter Courtney Burgess, an Atlanta-based music manager who's become one of the story's most controversial figures. Burgess claims that Kim Porter, Diddy's late partner and mother of his children, gave him 11 flash drives containing sex tapes involving Diddy, celebrities, and even minors.
Also talked about the jury selection process, which one legal expert I spoke to said is probably the most important thing that you want to pay close attention to before the actual trial starts.
The whole entire family will be here today. Yeah.
Well, Bill and Sade, accepting a plea agreement would mean that Sean Combs would have to admit to trafficking and force. And today he made it very clear that was not going to happen. Diddy maintained all along these encounters involved consenting adults and plans to take his chances that a jury agrees.
But that's not all. Burgess also claims Porter handed him an unedited manuscript of her memoir, suggesting she was preparing to expose everything. Despite legal threats from Diddy's sons, Burgess has refused to back down. He's accused the Combs family of trying to silence him and has gone as far as calling Diddy Lucifer in public. The tapes and memoir, if real, could be game changers, and Burgess is betting everything on their authenticity.
He looks almost like a college professor. His hair has turned gray. He's been in custody at the federal jail in Brooklyn.
Storm began when a mysterious book titled Kim Porter Tell-It-All surfaced online, claiming to be written by the late Kim Porter. It detailed intimate and disturbing stories about Diddy and others in his circle. But Diddy's children immediately denied the book's authenticity, calling it a fabrication and insisting their mother never wrote any memoir. Christian and Quincy, Porter's sons, then issued a cease and desist letter to the man publishing the book under a pseudonym. They demanded he stop sales and return any of Porter's personal materials. Burgess, however, has pushed forward with publishing, claiming Porter gave him the rights herself.
Combs, who was seen reading the Bible in court, has denied the charges against him. He faces life in prison if convicted.
And thirdly, we learned that Combs will be adding 2 new attorneys to his defense team. And just to recap, Combs...
In her opening statement, the prosecutor told the jury Diddy called himself the king and expected to be treated like one.
Could spend the rest of his life behind bars if convicted on sex trafficking and racketeering. He has pleaded not guilty to all charges.
The back and forth has turned into a legal and public war over Kim's legacy and who gets to tell her story. Throughout the chaos, Diddy's children have maintained a public image of unity. Quincy posted a photo of the family with Diddy, writing a heartfelt caption about standing by their father. Christian and the twins echoed the sentiment, emphasizing love and loyalty. But beneath the surface, the strain is showing. Christian has become a lightning rod for scrutiny, both as Diddy's son and as someone named in separate lawsuits. As rumors swirl and legal pressure mounts, fans are watching closely for any cracks in the family's united front. Could one of the children be forced to testify? And if so, would that destroy the bond they've worked so hard to preserve? The supposed memoir didn't just target Diddy, it dragged other celebrities into the mess. Names like Kid Cudi and Michael B. Jordan were mentioned in lurid detail. Some were so outrageous that even jurors were questioned about their familiarity with these figures during screening.
Well, it's not up to me. It's up to Mr. Combs, and I don't see it happening.
Why?
Because he believes he's innocent. He believes he's innocent. And what's more, he believes that he needs to stand up, not just for himself, for his family, and for everybody who's been targeted by the federal government.
One thing that's been interesting during jury selection, Combs, like all criminal defendants, is required to be in the courtroom.
Diddy's defense attorney told him to stand and face the jury. She introduced him as plain Sean Combs.
This image of being a hip-hop mogul, kind of this icon who threw those elaborate star-studded white parties. His attire in court is very different.
Al B. Sure, Kim Porter's ex-husband flatly denied the memoir's claims and reportedly sent legal notices to stop its circulation. Meanwhile, online jokes and memes have been nonstop, with viral clips poking fun at everything from Diddy's arrest to bizarre items allegedly found in his home. As the trial progresses, the court has become a stage where pop culture, legal, drama, and social media frenzy collide.
And he is not wearing clothes that you would expect a recording artist to wear. He's wearing gray pants, a navy blue crew neck sweater with a white collar, reflecting the seriousness of these charges that he's facing.
Christian King Combs has become a central and reluctant figure in this saga. He's not charged in the current federal case, but he's facing a separate sexual assault lawsuit alongside his father. His lawyer has strongly denied the allegations, calling them fabrications. Christian has stood publicly by Diddy, attending court proceedings and posting in solidarity. But every move he makes is under a microscope. If he were ever called to testify, it could change everything. The question looms large. Will Christian's loyalty hold, or will the courtroom pressure fracture the Combs family for good? As the trial unfolds, each day brings new revelations, secret evidence, fiery witnesses, and more public fallout. Can Diddy weather this legal storm, or will these family-fueled scandals finally bring his empire crashing down? The stakes have never been higher. We'll be watching as Cassie's testimony and Burgess's claims take center stage. This is far from over, and if we've learned anything, it's that the truth has a way of coming out, no matter how deeply it's buried. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next update on this jaw-dropping trial.